Here is another root or second root of procrastination. A part of me had linked my self-worth to my skill in public speaking, the anti-procrastination program. Their procrastination is often due to one or two poorly formed another root cause of procrastination, which is fear. Fear is another root or second root of procrastination. Well, you can have a desire to do something. If you have a fear that is stronger than your desire, you will still procrastinate. This fear can be any fear. Fear of pain, fear of uncertainty, fear of hardship, fear of losing control, fear of being incapable, fear of rejection, or fear of being alone. Well, this may sound bizarre. If you examine the areas of your life that you are procrastinating on today, even though you want to work on them, the reason is likely related to a certain fear. This is especially common for procrastination, where the procrastination as they fear doing something in less perfect manner than they envision, thereby affecting the ideal images of themselves. Let's take the example of one of my friends, James, a driven and competent individual who enjoys his job. He has a work deadline that he is procrastinating. If we ask James why he is avoiding the task, he firstly answered, maybe because I don't want to do it. Upon probing, we find that he is procrastinating because he finds the task a dream. Why? After more probing, he reveals that the work is too much for him to handle. Understand? Well, the answer is rearing its head. It's not the real reason. After all, many people face overload of work, but not everyone reacts to work overloaded by procrastinating. Why does James procrastinate when there is too much work? If we dig deeper, we may find that procrastination is due to loss of control from being overwhelmed. He fears losing control because not being able to control makes him feel low in self-worth. James' procrastination is his attempt to avoid feeling worthless or incompetent. Similarly, many cases of procrastination are driven by a fear or several fears. If you want to listen, let me share my procrastination with public speaking before. Right? Years ago, after starting my career, I started getting invited to talk in corporate companies, like corporate businesses. I would be excited every time that happened because it meant reaching out to new audience base, new companies, new people, new job employees. However, I noticed that I would delay the preparation work, making the slides, practicing the delivery, till one day before the talk or even the day itself. Even though I really wanted to prepare a week ahead of my time. Even though I would say finish the preparation in a time and deliver a great speech, my procrastination was a big issue for several reasons. Let me share with you. While everything turned out fine, it could have been better if I had spent more time to prepare as I had originally intended. My contact point with my audience is my one chance to share my message. Not putting my best foot forward means that I may miss out a chance to move someone in their path of growth. The whole process of procrastinating, stressing about the task, and delivering something less than what I am capable of, it's worrisome. The first time this happened, I thought that it was just a poor time management. When it happened again, I suspected that maybe something else is going on. That it occurred a third time, a fourth time, and fifth, sixth, and ninth time. By then, it was so much clear that there was some pattern going on, and I had to get to the root of it. I dig within and asked myself, why this hell is happening? I was avoiding the task due to lack of desire. Certainly not. I'm always enthusiastic, energetic about new speaking opportunities. It represents more exposures and the ability to touch others. It's a part of my long-term vision to help others grow and untighten the universe as a one. So I asked myself, why the heck I am procrastinating on preparing for my upcoming speech? The intermediate answer was, I don't feel like it, doing it. A natural first response with every self-questioning exercise. I asked again, why don't I feel like doing it? New answer emerged. So much work needs to be done. It's such a treat. And this is going to take a lot of time. In my mind, I had subconsciously painted an elaborate presentation process. I envisioned being as good as a top speakers like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols, Robin Sharma, but I was nowhere near that standard. Thus, I felt that would not lot of preparation. My next question was, why do this matter? So what if there is so much work to be done? Why procrastinate? My voice in my head is spoiled because it makes me feel out of control. This was amazingly interesting. I surprised and pressed on further. Why is being in control important? Because if I'm not in control, it means that I'm not good enough. I'm incapable. It hits me there, and then what was going on? Because one, a part of me had linked my self-worth to my skill in public speaking, and two, I was not good in public speaking compared to my ideal vision of myself. I had lowered my own self-worth. Thus, any situation that reminded me of my lack of expertise in public speaking would make me feel lazy. I would then procrastinate on my speech presentation. In conclusion, my procrastination was due to fear that I was unworthy. This answer caught me off guard as I did not measure or scale someone worth by their skill in something. Just because someone is beginner is something does not mean that he or she is not worthy. I remember somebody says every successful person is beginners in beginning. Likewise, just because someone is an expert doesn't mean he or she is more worthy than others. Everyone's level of self-worth is the same regardless of who they are and how good their skills are. I'm passionate about being a powerful speaker. I knew that in order to become a better, I have to start somewhere with all experts. I certainly don't expect to become a better by avoiding speaking. These are all things I understood on a conscious level. At a part of my subconsciousness had the flawed notion, probably conditioned from young. Realizing was liberating by uncovering my fear. I could immediately see how silly of my thoughts were. When you uncover the real reasons causing by procrastination, you will find that is usually the result of very silly, misconvinced beliefs. Many of my students experienced this when coaching the anti-procrastination program. Their procrastination is often due to one or two poorly formed beliefs when they were young, which then ripped out and caused negative impacts in their life. After uncovering my hidden fear, I was able to immediately rectify the misconception and resolve the internal misalignment. And my problem was that I did not know. I was thinking very subconsciously by uncovering this subconscious fear, I could immediately address it from